Online identity. So when you use Google, there's essentially a switch that you can flip so that when you're logged in, it remembers every search that you do. You can also tell it to remember every web page that you go to from Google based on it. And I don't know if you see, but there's like the tremendous utility to that. If you've ever lost a web page, if you've ever forgotten, oh, what was it that I found? But that creates a record of your interests, or at least your sort of stumblings through the online search space. And this reflects very, very significantly on your identity. Now, Google is very particular about the way that they put forward the information that they're going to use and how they're going to use. And this is spelled out in their privacy policy. But the thing is about privacy policies is they have a tendency to change over time. As our understanding of the information that's being stored and its uses change, the public can have or can create a situation where Google then responds by changing their privacy policy. The first project I want to talk about is by an artist named Liz Filardi. It's called Facet Book. What she became aware of is that Facebook has a similar sort of structure to it, in that what you leave there is what is seen at that point in time. So she realized that by sort of like moving through the space and erasing her traces, she could create this kind of archived set of personalities or personality snapshots. And Facet Book really does that. She creates a profile, and then she goes through and erases it, but leaves a link to an archive of it, where you can look through the previous incarnations. In signing up for these spaces, these social spaces like Twitter and Facebook and so forth, we are creating a record. We are creating there's a buildup of data. Another interesting project was by Keith Obadike, where he created an intervention into eBay and attempted to sell his blackness. Now, this was interesting from several aspects. The first of which is, of course, obviously you can't sell your ethnicity or your ethnic heritage, but it created this really wonderful dialogue about what is it to be black in this country, what is it to be a black artist in this country, what is it to be, what are the sort of the pros and cons of it, as it were, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of it. The next piece is by Scarlet Electric, and it's called Mrs. Cory Arcangel. And really what it amounts to being is this sort of collection of items of and about the artist Cory Arcangel, and put together in a manner that really almost approaches like web stalking. But the collection now reflects on the nature of the media, and if you look at sort of the really naive structures, the very basic templates, and the way that things are put together, you see that this is the collection. This can very easily be the collection of an individual, but it is a collection of somebody else, and so it's interesting from that standpoint. Now, the aspects, I mean, sort of looking back across these, the things that these have in common that relate to this between Keith Obadike's piece and Scarlet Electric's, is that they really are about manipulation or quantification of an identity. In Keith Obadike's piece, it's really about his identity. And it's a way to create or to expose his perceptions and society's perceptions of identity to the rest of the world, and to then also offer some commentary about eBay and the way that eBay operates. And Scarlet Electric's piece is really about the sort of what we leave behind, as much as it is about like hero worship and stalking famous people. And so we see that there's like an interesting balance between, I don't want to say the positives and negatives in this, but that there is definitely a cost to putting out parts of your identity.